This audiobook reveals the ultimate truth. The world you see is an illusion of energy and motion. By mastering the law of vibration, you can align yourself with the frequency of abundance, love, and success. The key to your dreams lies within you. Are you ready to unlock it? Everything is energy. Introduction. At this moment you stand before wisdom as ancient as time itself, yet as fresh as the dawn breaking across the horizon. The universe whispers its secrets, revealing a truth so fundamental it shapes the very fabric of existence. Everything from the smallest grain of sand to the vastness of galaxies is pure energy in constant motion. This is not merely philosophical musing, but the cornerstone of creation itself. The chair you sit upon, the thoughts flowing through your mind, the dreams you hold dear, all are manifestations of energy vibrating at different frequencies. The ancients understood this profound truth, encoding it in sacred texts and passing it through generations of initiates who recognized its transformative power. When you truly grasp that nothing is solid, that all is energy in perpetual dance, you begin to understand your own remarkable power. Your thoughts, your feelings, your very being resonates at specific frequencies. Like a tuning fork that causes another to vibrate in harmony, you possess the innate ability to align your energy with the frequencies of that which you desire to manifest. This knowledge has been guarded by sages and mystics throughout the ages, not because it was meant to remain hidden, but because its power awakens only in those ready to receive it. You have been drawn to this understanding because you are prepared to step into your true power as a conscious creator of your reality. The solid world you perceive is an illusion, a magnificent play of light and energy responding to the universal law of vibration. As you embrace this truth, you will discover that changing your life is not about forcing change through physical action alone, but about shifting your energetic frequency to naturally attract that which resonates with your deepest desires. This understanding forms the foundation of all manifestation, all creation, all transformation. It is the key that unlocks the door to conscious reality creation, and it now rests in your hands. Part 1. The Call to Vibration, Awakening Your Energy. Chapter 1. The Universal Energy Blueprint. In the heart of an ancient land, a wanderer named Rami journeyed through windswept valleys in search of truth. After many moons of travel, he discovered a temple carved into living stone, its weathered entrance bearing the inscription, "All is energy." As he crossed the threshold, the air itself seemed to pulse with an unseen force. Within the temple's inner sanctum, Rami found countless crystal vessels filled with what appeared to be light itself. A voice, carried on the breath of time, spoke. "What you see as solid is but light dancing at different speeds. The vessels do not contain light. They are light, as are you." In that moment, Rami's perception shifted, and he saw the truth. Everything around him was vibrating energy, temporarily taking form. The universe pulses with this eternal dance of energy. Your thoughts ripple through the fabric of existence like waves upon an infinite ocean. Every emotion sends vibrations through the quantum field, and every physical object is simply energy condensed to a slower vibration. This is not new knowledge, but ancient wisdom rediscovered by those ready to perceive it. When you understand that all is energy, you recognize your true nature as a being of pure light, temporarily expressing itself in physical form. Your thoughts are not confined within your mind. They are energetic broadcasts that ripple through the universe, attracting matching frequencies back to you. In a distant mountain village lived Sophia, a gifted musician who played her lyre beneath the stars each night. Though her music was beautiful, she felt something was missing. One evening, as she played, she noticed how each star seemed to pulse with its own rhythm. Gradually, she began to tune her instrument not to earthly scales, but to the celestial symphony above. As her music aligned with the cosmic dance, listeners spoke of hearing the voice of the universe itself in her melodies. Just as Sophia learned to attune her instrument to the cosmic symphony, you too can align your energy with the frequencies of your deepest desires. The stars she observed were not separate from her music. They were part of the same grand orchestration of energy that flows through all things. Now, as you sit in this moment, close your eyes and begin this sacred practice. Visualize the seemingly solid objects around you dissolving into their true form, pure, flowing energy. See the walls becoming waves of light, your hands transforming into stardust. Feel yourself merging with this infinite flow of energy. You are not separate from this flow. You are it, expressing itself in human form. Let this awareness settle into your being, for in it lies the power to consciously shape your reality. Chapter 2: The Vibrational Frequency of Your Desires. In the mists of time, there lived a lighthouse keeper named Thomas, who tended a beacon on a remote rocky shore. Each night, he would climb the winding stairs to light the great lamp that guided ships safely through treacherous waters. What fascinated him most was how the light's frequency determined its reach. Some wavelengths cut through the densest fog, while others barely penetrated the darkness. You, like Thomas, emit signals into the vast ocean of universal energy. Your thoughts and emotions radiate specific frequencies that travel far beyond your physical presence. These vibrations act as beacons, drawing to you experiences that resonate with your emotional state. When you exist in a state of joy, you broadcast a high-frequency signal that can only attract circumstances matching that elevated vibration. Conversely, when fear or doubt cloud your heart, these lower frequencies summon experiences that mirror that energy. This is not punishment or reward, but the natural law of resonance at work in your life. The universe responds not to your words or wishes, but to the frequency of your being, like a tuning fork that causes another of the same pitch to vibrate in harmony. Your emotional state creates ripples in the quantum field that attract corresponding manifestations. Along the ancient Silk Road, there lived a gardener named Lin, who discovered something extraordinary. Her garden flourished beyond all others, not through special soil or seeds, but through the songs she sang to her plants. Those who passed by would hear her humming melodies that seemed to dance with the wind itself. The vegetables grown in her garden carried such vitality that people said they could taste the music in them. Lin's secret was not in the melodies themselves, but in the joy and love she felt while singing them. The plants responded not to the sounds, but to the high vibrational energy her happiness created. Her garden became a living testament to the power of maintaining an elevated frequency. Just as Lin's plants thrived in the presence of harmonious vibrations, your life responds to the emotional energy you cultivate. When you maintain states of appreciation, love, and joy, you create a vibrational environment where abundance naturally flourishes. Take now this ancient practice. Create a list of all that fills your heart with gratitude. As you write each blessing, pause to fully experience the warmth of appreciation flowing through you. Feel how each acknowledgement lifts your vibration higher, aligning you with the frequency of abundance. This is not merely an exercise in counting blessings. It is a conscious activation of your vibrational resonance with the universe. Chapter 3. Breaking the Illusion of Separation. In the heart of an ancient forest, where time itself seemed to pause, a wanderer named Amir stumbled upon a peculiar sight. There, amid twisted roots and morning mist, stood a mirror unlike any other. As he approached to glimpse his reflection, he gasped, for instead of his own face he saw galaxies swirling, stars being born, and the infinite dance of creation itself. You too stand before such a mirror each moment, though your eyes may not yet perceive it. The boundaries you perceive between yourself and the world around you exist only in the mind. In truth, the same energy that flows through the cosmos flows through you, uniting all in an eternal dance of becoming. This great truth has been whispered by sages throughout the ages. Separation is the grandest illusion. The energy that moves through your thoughts is the same force that causes flowers to bloom and stars to shine. When you touch a tree, you touch yourself. When you breathe the air, you breathe the breath of all living beings. Just as waves are not separate from the ocean, you are not separate from the infinite sea of energy that comprises all existence. Your joys, your sorrows, your dreams, all ripple through the fabric of creation, touching every corner of the universe. In a distant mountain valley there lived a wise woman named Maya, who spent her days listening to the songs of nature. One evening, as she sat by a flowing river, she heard a melody in its rushing waters. That night, gazing at the stars, she heard the same song echoing from the heavens. In that moment she understood. The symphony of existence plays through all things, changing only in form but never in essence. The truth Maya discovered sings within you now. The same force that moves the planets in their orbits pulses through your veins. The energy that ignites the stars illuminates your thoughts. In moments of deep stillness, you can feel this connection, this oneness with all that is. This knowing dissolves the walls of isolation that the mind has built. Every breath you take is a reminder of your connection to the whole. Every heartbeat echoes the rhythm of the universal dance. Now, embrace this timeless practice. Find a quiet space where you can be undisturbed. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. For 5 minutes, allow your awareness to expand beyond the boundaries of your physical form. Feel yourself as the air, as the earth, as the distant stars. Let the illusion of separation dissolve into the truth of unity. In this sacred space of oneness, you remember what your heart has always known. You are not just a part of the universe, you are the universe experiencing itself. Chapter 4. Your Inner Tuning Fork. In a village among ancient hills, a blacksmith named Thomas worked tirelessly at his forge. Day after day, he shaped metal with practiced hands, yet something called him to create beyond mere tools and weapons. One evening, guided by an inner whisper, he forged a singular instrument, a tuning fork that sang with otherworldly perfection. As he struck it against his anvil, the sound resonated not just through the air, but through the very fabric of existence. The birds fell silent, the wind stilled, and for a moment, all of creation seemed to pause and listen. You too possess such an instrument within you. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions form a living tuning fork, constantly resonating with the universal energy that surrounds you. When this inner instrument vibrates in harmony with your deepest truth, the universe responds in kind. The law is absolute in its simplicity. Your internal state creates a vibration that must, by the very nature of existence, draw to you experiences of matching frequency. Like attracts like with unfailing precision. When you maintain thoughts of abundance, you resonate with abundance itself. When you vibrate at the frequency of joy, joy becomes your constant companion. Yet this alignment must be complete. Your thoughts alone are not enough. They must harmonize with your emotions and actions in perfect unity. When you think prosperity while feeling lack, you create discord. When you speak of love while harboring resentment, your tuning fork sounds a confused note. In the hills of a distant land, there lived a harpist named Elena. Her fingers drew forth melodies that seemed to come from the stars themselves. As she played in the village square each evening, a strange transformation began to unfold. The baker, who had always been bitter, began to smile as he kneaded his bread. The quarreling brothers who hadn't spoken in years embraced with tears in their eyes. The children, once shy and fearful, danced with newfound freedom. Elena's music had aligned the village with a higher harmony, showing how one pure vibration can transform all it touches. This tale mirrors the power that lies within you. When you bring your entire being into alignment, thoughts, emotions, and actions moving as one, you become like Elena's harp, transforming not just your own life, but touching all who cross your path. Now embrace this ancient practice. Find a quiet moment and choose one positive thought. Perhaps, I am peace, or I am abundance. Hold this thought in your mind for 5 minutes, letting it fill your entire being. Notice how your energy shifts, how your body responds, how the world around you seems to change. This is the power of alignment, the secret of the master blacksmith's tuning fork, singing through time to show you the way. Chapter 5. The Language of Energy. In a remote mountain village, a young woman named Amara spent her days observing the subtle dance of leaves in the wind, the patterns of clouds across the sky, and the whispers that seemed to echo from the ancient stones. Each morning she discovered small signs, a feather placed precisely on her doorstep, patterns in the morning dew, or the peculiar arrangement of fallen petals. These signs led her to water when the well ran dry, to healing herbs when illness struck the village, and to shelter before storms arrived. She learned to trust these invisible guideposts, understanding that the universe speaks in a language beyond words. You too are surrounded by such messages. The universe communicates through an intricate tapestry of signs, symbols, and meaningful coincidences. These are not random occurrences, but the language of energy itself, speaking directly to your soul. When you open yourself to this divine dialogue, you begin to recognize the subtle ways in which the universe guides your path. A book falls from a shelf containing exactly the wisdom you need. A stranger speaks words that answer the question in your heart. A dream offers insight into a challenge that has long puzzled you. These are not mere coincidences. They are the universe responding to your energy, offering direction through the language of synchronicity. Just as the energy of your thoughts attracts matching experiences, your questions attract answers. The key lies in learning to listen with more than your ears, to see with more than your eyes. The universe speaks in patterns and timing and the subtle orchestration of events that cannot be explained by chance alone. In the heart of a vast forest lived a wise woman who taught the villagers about the ancient art of bird migration. Each autumn, countless birds would gather, forming intricate patterns in the sky before embarking on their journey south. The villagers marveled at how these creatures, without maps or compass, could navigate thousands of miles to reach their destination. The wise woman explained that the birds followed an invisible thread of energy, reading signs in the stars, sensing magnetic fields, and responding to subtle cues that humans had forgotten how to perceive. Like these birds, you possess an innate ability to read the energy maps of your life. Every coincidence is a coordinate on this map, every meaningful encounter a signpost pointing the way. The universe never ceases its communication. It is we who must remember how to listen. To strengthen this connection, maintain a journal of synchronicities for 1 week. Record 3 meaningful coincidences each day, no matter how small they may seem. Write not just what occurred, but how these moments made you feel, what thoughts they sparked, and what guidance they might offer. Notice the subtle patterns that emerge. Perhaps a recurring number, a chance meeting that leads to an unexpected opportunity, or a song that plays at precisely the right moment. Pay attention to the whispers of intuition that accompany these events, for they are the universe's way of confirming you are on the right path. Through this practice, you will begin to recognize the constant conversation the universe maintains with your soul, and gradually, like the migrating birds, you will develop an unwavering trust in this invisible guidance system that surrounds you at all times. Chapter 6. Present Vibrations. In a monastery perched high in the mountains, a monk named Chen sat in meditation as storm clouds gathered. Thunder crashed and lightning split the sky, yet Chen remained perfectly still, his attention fixed solely on the present moment. As winds howled and rain lashed against the ancient walls, his unwavering presence created a sphere of calm that gradually expanded outward. Those who witnessed this transformation spoke of how the tempest seemed to bow before his absolute presence until a radius of perfect stillness surrounded the monastery. You possess this same power to transform energy through presence. The present moment is the only point where energy can be altered, where the frequencies of your life can shift. When you fully inhabit the now, you access the creative force that shapes reality itself. Most humans drift through time, their energy scattered between memories of the past and anxieties about the future. This dispersion of attention weakens their ability to affect the energetic field around them. But when you gather your consciousness fully into the present moment, you become a focal point of transformative power. Think of your awareness as a lens through which universal energy flows. When this lens is smudged with thoughts of yesterday or tomorrow, the energy becomes diffuse and weak. But when you polish the lens with presence, energy flows through you with pristine clarity, allowing you to shape circumstances with the power of your attention. In a small village lived a potter named Ming, renowned for the extraordinary beauty of his creations. Those who watched him work noticed that he entered a state of complete absorption with each vessel he shaped. Time seemed to stop as his hands moved over the clay, his entire being focused on the singular point where fingers met earth. The pottery that emerged from his wheel possessed a quality that others could not replicate, a certain aliveness that spoke of the absolute presence with which it was created. Like the potter's hands on clay, your presence shapes the malleable energy of the moment. When you bring your full attention to now, you become a channel through which universal force flows unimpeded. This is the secret of all genuine transformation, not through hoping or wishing, but through absolute presence in the eternal now. To harness this power, practice taking 3 deep breaths whenever you notice your energy becoming scattered. Feel each breath as an anchor, drawing you back to the present moment. Let each inhalation gather your scattered forces, each exhalation settle you more deeply into now. This simple practice, performed with full attention, opens the portal through which all change becomes possible. With each conscious breath, you dissolve the illusions of past and future that cloud your awareness. Like a compass needle settling toward true north, your entire being aligns with the eternal now, the only point from which genuine transformation can emerge. In this space of pure presence, you become both the vessel and the force of creation itself, ready to shape the clay of possibility with the sure touch of awakened consciousness. Chapter 7. The energy behind your beliefs. In a distant land, a wise woman shared tales of a mystical chest, adorned with ancient symbols and sealed without lock or key. Many sought this treasure, drawn by whispers of the wealth contained within. Yet when they found it, their fingers could not prise it open, no matter their strength or cleverness. One day, a young woman named Amara discovered the chest. Unlike others before her, she sat quietly beside it, reflecting on her journey. As she acknowledged her inner worth, remembering all she had overcome, the chest began to glow with a soft light. In that moment of self-recognition, it opened effortlessly, revealing not gold or jewels, but a mirror that showed her true radiance. Your beliefs carry vibrations that shape the very fabric of your reality. Like invisible architects, they construct the boundaries of your experience, determining what you can and cannot achieve. When you harbor thoughts of unworthiness, these energetic patterns create barriers as solid as any physical wall. Yet when you align with the truth of your inherent value, these barriers dissolve like morning mist. Each thought you hold about yourself and the world resonates at a specific frequency. Limiting beliefs emit dense, heavy vibrations that attract experiences matching their constricted nature. Empowering beliefs radiate expansive frequencies that draw forth opportunities for growth and abundance. In a valley between ancient hills lived a people who had long believed their land was cursed with scarcity. Their crops yielded little, their children grew weak, and their days were heavy with resignation. Then arrived a storyteller who shared tales of abundance, of the earth's generosity, of human potential. As these new stories took root in their minds, the community's energy shifted. Gardens began to flourish, innovation sparked, and joy returned to their hearts. Their transformation came not from changing their external circumstances, but from adopting beliefs that vibrated at the frequency of prosperity. Just as these villagers discovered, your reality reflects the energetic signature of your deepest beliefs. When you examine your life closely, you'll find evidence of your beliefs manifested in every experience. Those areas where you struggle mirror beliefs of limitation, while your successes align with beliefs of possibility. Take a moment now to identify one belief that has limited your expansion. Write it down, feeling its restrictive energy. Then consciously craft an empowering affirmation that resonates with the truth of your unlimited potential. Let this new belief become a seed of transformation, radiating frequencies that attract experiences aligned with your highest good. Chapter 8. Rewiring your energy patterns. In the heart of an ancient forest stood a magnificent phoenix, its once brilliant feathers now dulled and heavy. Each morning it attempted to soar, but found itself bound by the weight of worn plumage. Until one dawn, guided by innate wisdom, it began to shed its old feathers one by one. As each feather fell, new energy coursed through its being. When the final old feather dropped, flames of transformation engulfed the bird, and it rose renewed, its wings shimmering with vital force. You too carry old energetic patterns that once served a purpose, but now hold you in stagnation. These patterns, like worn feathers, may have protected you in the past, yet now they prevent your spirit from soaring to new heights. The universe calls you to release what no longer serves your highest good. Every thought, emotion, and habit carries its own energetic signature. When these patterns become rigid and repetitive, they create blockages in your energy field, much like a river dammed by fallen logs. These stagnant energies manifest as recurring challenges, repeated disappointments, or a persistent sense of being stuck. Yet within you dwells the same transformative power as the phoenix. By consciously identifying and releasing these old patterns, you create space for fresh, vibrant energy to flow through your life. This release is not about forcing change, but about allowing natural transformation to unfold. In a sunlit studio, a master sculptor named Thaddeus stood before a block of marble. Others saw only solid stone, but he perceived the beautiful form waiting to emerge. With each careful strike of his chisel, he removed what was unnecessary, gradually revealing the masterpiece within. His work was not about adding, but about letting go, allowing the inherent beauty to shine forth. Like Thaddeus with his marble, you have the power to chip away at the accumulated layers that obscure your true nature. Each conscious release of an old pattern reveals more of your authentic self, allowing your natural radiance to shine through. Your journey of transformation begins with recognition. Observe the patterns that repeat in your life, the habits that drain your energy, the thoughts that limit your potential, the emotional responses that keep you trapped in old stories. As you identify these patterns, know that you hold the power to release them. Now gather paper and a candle, creating a sacred space where you can work undisturbed. In the profound silence that follows, write down the patterns you're ready to release. Every habit, thought, and emotion that has overstayed its welcome in your life. Feel the weight of these old energies as you transfer them to paper, knowing that each word written represents a conscious choice to evolve beyond these limitations. Then, with clear intention and sincere gratitude for their past service in your journey, safely burn the paper in the candle's flame. Watch as the fire transforms what no longer serves you into ash, making way for new life to emerge from the remnants of your old self. This ritual of release, practiced by seekers throughout the ages, creates space in your life for fresh possibilities to take root and flourish. Chapter 9. The First Shift. In a small mountain village, a watchmaker named Elias sat at his workbench, peering through his loupe at the delicate mechanisms before him. While others rushed past his shop window, marking time only by the sun's position, Elias observed the subtle dance of each gear, spring, and lever. Through years of patient observation, he discovered that time itself possessed a rhythm, an energy that flowed not just through his timepieces, but through all of existence. You, like Elias, possess the ability to perceive the subtle energies that most overlook. Within and around you flows an ever-present current of vital force, waiting to be acknowledged. As you cultivate awareness of this energy, you begin to sense its ebb and flow, its varying intensities and qualities. Your energy field responds to every thought, emotion, and experience. It pulses with your joy, contracts with your fear, expands with your love. By developing awareness of these energetic shifts, you gain the power to consciously direct your vital force toward that which you wish to create. This awareness begins with simple observation. Notice how your energy changes throughout the day. Feel how it responds to different environments, people, and activities. As you sharpen your perception, you'll discover that every moment offers an opportunity to align with higher vibrations. In the fertile valleys below the village, an old farmer named Wei tended his fields with extraordinary care. While others planted and harvested by the calendar alone, Wei observed the subtle signs of nature's transitions. He noticed how the morning dew changed its pattern before the seasons shifted, how the birds altered their songs as the earth's energy transformed. Through this refined awareness, his crops flourished when others struggled. Wei's connection to nature's energy mirrors your own capacity to attune to the subtle forces within and around you. Just as he read the language of the seasons, you can learn to read the signals of your own energetic state. This awareness becomes your compass, guiding you toward choices that enhance your vitality and purpose. Your energy speaks to you constantly through sensations, emotions, and intuitive knowing. When you pause to listen, you begin to understand its language. Each moment of awareness builds upon the last, developing your sensitivity to this invisible yet powerful force. To strengthen this connection, pause 3 times throughout your day. Set a gentle reminder, perhaps as the sun rises at midday and as evening approaches. In these moments of stillness, turn your attention inward. Notice the quality of your energy. Is it flowing freely or feeling restricted? Is it vibrant or subdued? Simply observe without judgment, allowing awareness itself to become a tool of transformation. Through this practice of sacred observation, you cultivate a deeper understanding of your energetic rhythms. Like a skilled gardener who knows precisely when to water their plants, you'll develop an intuitive sense of when to act and when to rest. These brief moments of conscious connection serve as windows into your inner landscape, revealing patterns that might otherwise remain hidden beneath the surface of daily life. Each pause becomes a doorway through which divine wisdom can flow, guiding you toward choices that honor your natural energy cycles. Chapter 10. Visualization. In a sun-drenched studio high above the bustling streets, a young artist named Maya stood before a blank canvas. Each morning she would close her eyes, hold her brush to the canvas, and paint not what her physical eyes could see, but what her heart envisioned. As days passed, passers-by began to notice something extraordinary. The worlds she painted on canvas mysteriously manifested in the city below. Gardens bloomed where she had painted flowers, joy spread where she had captured celebration, and love blossomed where she had illustrated connection. You possess this same creative power. Your mind's eye is the brush, and the canvas of reality awaits your vision. The universe responds not just to your thoughts, but to the vivid images you hold in your consciousness. When you paint your desires with the colors of emotion and detail, you create an energetic template that reality follows. To harness this power, you must first understand that visualization is not mere daydreaming. It is the active direction of universal energy. When you hold a clear image in your mind, infused with feeling and belief, you align your vibration with that reality. The universe, ever responsive to your energetic signature, begins orchestrating circumstances to match your inner vision. In the vast expanse of the ocean, there lived a captain named Rashid who navigated his ship without modern instruments. While other sailors relied on external tools, Rashid had mastered the art of inner sight. Each night he would close his eyes and see his destination so clearly that the stars themselves seemed to arrange a path before him. Through storms and calm seas alike, his unwavering inner vision guided him true. Like Rashid, you have the ability to navigate toward your desires through the power of focused visualization. When you hold steady the image of your destination, be it a state of being, an achievement, or a circumstance, you create an energetic compass that guides your journey. Your visualization practice becomes most powerful when you combine clear imagery with genuine emotion. Feel the joy, peace, or excitement of your desired reality as if it exists now. Let these feelings permeate your being, for they are the energy that magnetizes your vision into physical form. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Now, visualize your ideal day unfolding before you. See the details, the colors, the sounds, the faces of those around you. Feel the emotions coursing through your body as you live this perfect day. What does success feel like in your heart? How does joy move through your body? Let yourself fully experience these sensations for 10 minutes, knowing that what you visualize with feeling becomes the blueprint for your reality. Part 2. The Dance of Energy, Deepening Your Mastery. Chapter 11. Aligning with the Universal Flow. Along the ancient mountains, a river carved its path through valleys and plains. Unlike the rocks that stood rigid and unyielding, the water flowed with graceful acceptance, embracing each twist and turn. When boulders blocked its course, it didn't fight. It simply found new channels, streaming around or beneath the obstacles. The river knew a timeless truth. Resistance creates turbulence, while acceptance leads to effortless movement toward its destination. You too are part of this universal flow. When you align with the energy of life, your path unfolds with the same natural grace as the river's journey. Fighting against circumstances creates ripples of discord, but flowing with the current of the universe carries you precisely where you need to be. The art of manifestation lies not in forcing outcomes, but in allowing them to emerge through your alignment with universal energy. As you release resistance, you enter a state of receptivity where desires materialize with unexpected ease. This doesn't mean becoming passive, rather, it means moving in harmony with the universe's guidance, recognizing that sometimes a detour leads to greater opportunities. In a village among rolling hills lived Amara, a dancer whose movements once felt mechanical and forced. Each evening she would practice in the town square, counting steps and following rigid patterns. One night, as musicians played beneath the stars, Amara closed her eyes and simply listened. In that moment, she stopped trying to control every movement. Her body began to flow with the music, becoming one with its rhythm. The villagers watched in awe as she transformed into a living expression of harmony and grace. Like Amara, you can release the need to orchestrate every detail of your journey. Trust that the universe knows the perfect timing and path for your desires to manifest. When you surrender to this divine choreography, life becomes a dance of synchronicity and flow. Your role is to maintain clear intention while releasing attachment to how it unfolds. Set your destination like the river sets its course to the ocean, but allow the universe to guide your path. Trust that when obstacles appear, they are not barriers but invitations to discover more elegant solutions. Find a natural flow to observe, perhaps a stream, clouds drifting across the sky, or leaves dancing in the wind. For 10 minutes, watch how it moves without resistance, adapting to each circumstance while maintaining its essential nature. Notice how this flowing energy mirrors the way your life can unfold when you trust in divine timing and direction. Chapter 12. Emotional Alchemy. In the ancient city of brass and stone, there lived an alchemist named Theron who spent his days studying the mysteries of transformation. Each morning, he would gather crude metals from the earth, placing them carefully in his workshop. While others saw only dull, worthless materials, Theron perceived the radiant potential within. Through patient observation, he discovered that these metals, like all things, contain pure light at their core. By understanding their essential nature, he learned to transmute them into gleaming gold. You too possess this power of transmutation. Every emotion that flows through you, fear, anger, grief, carries within it the seeds of transformation. These feelings are not obstacles to overcome, but raw materials awaiting their own alchemy. When fear grips your heart, it signals a deep love for life and a desire for safety. Anger reveals passion and a fierce commitment to truth. Sadness shows the depth of your capacity to care. By recognizing the light hidden within these challenging emotions, you begin the process of their transformation. The key lies not in rejecting or suppressing these feelings, but in meeting them with gentle awareness. As you embrace each emotion with compassion, its energy naturally shifts to a higher vibration. Fear transforms into courage, anger into determination, and grief into deep appreciation for life. In a distant valley, there was a garden keeper named Maya, who inherited a plot of withered land. The soil was hard and cracked, seeming beyond repair. Instead of abandoning it, she began speaking softly to the earth each day, tending it with patience and love. She added nourishing compounds slowly, understanding that transformation requires gentle persistence. As seasons passed, the first green shoots emerged. Eventually, the garden flourished with vibrant flowers and sweet fruits, transformed by her nurturing presence. Like Maya's garden, your emotional landscape responds to patient, loving attention. Each time you face a difficult feeling with understanding, you cultivate fertile ground for joy, peace, and wisdom to bloom. This is the true alchemy, not the rejection of what is, but its transformation through loving awareness. When heavy emotions arise, place your hand over your heart. Breathe deeply, feeling the warmth of your palm. Visualize the emotion as energy, watching it transform into pure light with each breath. Let this light spread through your being, illuminating you from within. Chapter 13, Your Energy Signature. In a mountain village renowned for its musical traditions lived an artisan named Rael. His workshop held countless instruments, each crafted with meticulous care. While other craftsmen followed standard patterns, Rael understood that every piece of wood possessed its own voice waiting to be discovered. He would spend days listening to each material, feeling its unique resonance before shaping it into an instrument that could sing its true song. Your energy signature resonates in much the same way. Like the distinctive tone of a perfectly crafted instrument, you carry a unique vibrational pattern that influences every aspect of your existence. This personal frequency stems from the combination of your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and experiences, creating a symphony that is uniquely yours. When you enter a room, your energy announces your presence before you speak. When you interact with others, this signature determines the harmony or discord of the exchange. Your vibration acts as a beacon, attracting experiences and opportunities that match its frequency. Just as a master musician must tune their instrument daily, your energy signature requires conscious refinement. Through awareness and intention, you can adjust your frequency to align with your highest aspirations. This alignment isn't about changing who you are, it's about allowing your truest essence to shine forth unimpeded. In the rolling hills of an ancient land, there lived a shepherd named Amar, who tended a vast flock. Other shepherds relied on marks and tags to identify their sheep, but Amar recognized each one by its unique call. He understood that just as each sheep had its distinctive voice, every being carries an unmistakable energy signature. Through this deep knowing, he could sense when any member of his flock was out of harmony and needed attention. Like Amar with his flock, you can develop the sensitivity to recognize your own energy signature. Notice how your presence affects the atmosphere around you. Observe how others respond to your energy. Pay attention to the moments when you feel most aligned and when you feel disconnected. Your unique vibration is a gift to the world. When you honor and refine it, you naturally attract experiences that resonate with your authentic self. Take time each day to tune into your energy signature, adjusting it like a master artisan fine-tuning an instrument. Throughout your day, pause to reflect on your recent interactions. Notice the energy you brought to each situation. Did your presence bring harmony or discord? Were you operating at your natural frequency, or had your energy become distorted by stress or external influences? Make note of where adjustments may be needed, and consciously realign with your authentic vibration. Chapter 14. Tuning into higher frequencies. In a distant land where mountains pierce the clouds, a wanderer named Thea embarked on an arduous climb. As she ascended higher, the air grew thinner, yet something extraordinary began to unfold. At first it seemed like a whisper carried on the wind, but as she climbed further, the sound crystallized into the most beautiful melody she had ever encountered, a song that existed only in these elevated reaches, where heaven and earth converged. The divine energy field surrounds you at all times, much like this celestial song. It vibrates at the highest frequencies of existence, carrying wisdom, love, and infinite possibility. Yet, like Thea's mountain song, you must elevate your own vibration to perceive its presence. This sacred frequency exists beyond the noise of daily life. It dwells in the space between thoughts, in moments of pure presence, and in the silent chamber of your heart. When you align with this field, miracles unfold naturally, for you tap into the very source of creation itself. Through meditation, you create space for this divine connection. Through gratitude, you raise your frequency to match its sublime vibration. Through mindfulness, you maintain awareness of its constant presence. These practices are not mere routines. They are keys that unlock your ability to receive universal wisdom. Along a storm-battered coast stood a lighthouse, its keeper an old soul named Finn. During the fiercest tempest of the season, while waves crashed and winds howled, Finn maintained his vigil. As the storm reached its peak, something remarkable occurred. The lighthouse began to shine with unprecedented brilliance. When the skies cleared, sailors reported that they had never seen the beacon shine so bright. Just as the lighthouse emerged from the storm with greater radiance, your connection to the divine energy field strengthens as you rise above life's lower vibrations. Each challenge presents an opportunity to elevate your frequency, to shine more brightly, to align more purely with universal truth. This infinite field of possibility awaits your recognition. It requires no special circumstances, only your willingness to attune to its presence. When you align with these higher frequencies, clarity dawns like the sun after a storm, illuminating your path with divine guidance. As dawn breaks each morning, sit in quiet contemplation, letting the sacred stillness of first light embrace you. Envision a golden light descending from above, pure and radiant, enveloping your entire being in its warm celestial glow. Feel this divine energy infusing every cell of your body, raising your vibration to match its celestial frequency, transforming dense energy into crystalline light. Allow this light to expand outward like ripples on still water, creating a luminous field around you that you carry throughout your day. This radiant aura becomes your shield, your beacon, and your connection to the infinite source of all creation, protecting you from lower vibrations while attracting all that resonates with your highest good. Chapter 15. Energy Amplifiers. In the heart of an ancient civilization lived an inventor named Adnan, whose curiosity burned as bright as the sun itself. After years of observation, he crafted an intricate network of polished bronze mirrors, arranging them in a pattern that caught and amplified the sun's rays. As the first light of dawn touched his creation, the entire city blazed with golden radiance, transforming darkness into day. You too possess tools that can amplify your spiritual light, elevating your vibration to heights previously unknown. Like Adnan's mirrors, these instruments reflect and magnify your inner power, creating a resonance that transforms your energy field. Words carry vibrational frequencies that ripple through the universe. Affirmations act as mirrors for your consciousness, reflecting back the reality you wish to create. When you speak words of power with conviction, you align your energy with the frequency of your desires. Sound waves penetrate the very fabric of existence. Sacred tones, mantras, and music create harmonious patterns that restructure the energy around and within you. Crystal bowls, bells, and drums have long served as tools for spiritual ascension, their pure vibrations washing away discordant energies. Crystals themselves hold specific frequencies, acting as natural amplifiers for your intentions. Each stone resonates with particular aspects of consciousness, helping to stabilize and enhance your vibrational state. Movement, too, serves as a powerful tool. Dance, yoga, and mindful walking create rhythmic patterns that align your physical form with higher frequencies. In a distant valley, a lone musician named Maya played her flute at sunset. Though her melody was beautiful, it touched only those nearby. One evening, other musicians joined her, a drummer, a singer, and a string player. As their instruments wove together, the music's power grew exponentially, reaching across the entire valley, touching hearts and transforming spirits wherever it reached. This tale mirrors your own journey with vibrational tools. While each instrument of transformation holds power individually, combining them creates a symphony of elevation. Just as Maya's music grew stronger through collaboration, your practice deepens when you integrate multiple tools of transformation. These tools await your touch, ready to amplify your spiritual resonance. Choose one that calls to your spirit, perhaps a powerful affirmation that ignites your truth, or music that lifts your soul to higher planes. Notice how your energy field responds, how your vibration shifts and expands. Trust in these ancient aids, for they have guided countless souls before you on the path to energetic mastery. Select one vibrational amplifier, speak an affirmation with pure intent, immerse yourself in uplifting music, hold a crystal with purpose, or move your body in conscious rhythm. Observe how your energy transforms over the next hour, noting the subtle shifts in your emotional and mental state. Let this experience guide you toward the tools that most powerfully enhance your spiritual frequency. Chapter 16, Releasing Resistance. High in the mountains, a climber named Raj shouldered a backpack filled with stones he believed essential for his journey. Each step grew heavier as he ascended, his breath labored under the weight. At the steepest point, exhausted and unable to continue, he discovered a message carved into the rock. What you carry is not what carries you. In that moment, Raj examined each stone. Fears collected since childhood, doubts gathered along life's path, burdens he thought defined him. One by one, he placed them beside the trail. As the last stone left his hands, his body lifted as if carried by the wind itself, and the summit welcomed him with open arms. You too carry weights that seem essential to your identity. These resistances, fear, doubt, judgment, appear to protect you, yet they only block the natural flow of universal energy. Like stones in a backpack, they burden your spirit and obscure your true potential. The path to freedom lies not in fighting these blocks, but in embracing them with understanding. Each resistance holds a lesson. Each fear contains wisdom. When you approach them with love rather than judgment, their grip begins to loosen naturally. In an ancient garden stood a gate, rusted shut by years of neglect. Many tried to force it open, with tools, with strength, with anger, yet it remained sealed. Then came a child who simply placed her hand upon the lock with gentleness and compassion. The gate swung open effortlessly, revealing a path strewn with flowers. This tale mirrors the power of love to dissolve what force cannot break. Your resistance dissolves not through struggle, but through acceptance. When you embrace your fears with compassion, when you hold your doubts in the light of understanding, the gates to transformation open naturally. Take a moment now to sense any resistance within you. Feel its weight, its texture, its message. Rather than pushing it away, draw it closer with loving awareness. Like ice melting in warm sunlight, resistance cannot maintain its form in the presence of pure love. Find a quiet space and write a letter to your resistance. Begin with acknowledgement. I see you, I feel you, I understand why you're here. Express gratitude for its protection, even as you lovingly release its hold. Thank you for trying to keep me safe. I'm ready now to move forward with love. Let your words flow from the heart, knowing that each expression of compassion dissolves another layer of limitation. Chapter 17, The Mirror of Energy. In a village among ancient hills lived a wise woman named Maya, whose teachings drew seekers from distant lands. One morning, as villagers gathered by the sacred lake lamenting their troubles, Maya gestured toward the water's surface. "Look," she said. "When the lake is disturbed, it shows only chaos. But when it grows still, it perfectly mirrors the heavens above." Your life operates by this same principle. The world around you serves as a mirror, reflecting back the vibrations you emanate. Every circumstance, encounter, and experience echoes your internal state with unwavering precision. This reflection occurs because energy attracts its matching frequency. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs create ripples in the universal field, drawing to you experiences that resonate with your vibration. When you maintain clarity and peace within, your external world naturally aligns with that harmony. In a distant kingdom lived a merchant named Hassan. Each day he walked the marketplace consumed by thoughts of lack, seeing only scarcity and competition. His business dwindled until he could barely sustain himself. One night, a dream showed him the connection between his thoughts and his reality. Upon waking, he chose to focus on abundance, gratitude, and opportunity. Gradually, his circumstances transformed. New partnerships emerged, creative solutions appeared, and prosperity flowed as naturally as water finding its course. This tale illuminates how your reality shifts in response to your energy. Hassan's external world changed, not through force or strategy, but through the natural law of resonance. When he altered his internal frequency, his environment had no choice but to reflect this new vibration. Your circumstances offer valuable feedback about your energetic alignment. When you encounter harmony, it signals alignment with your highest good. When you face challenges, they reveal areas where your energy may need adjustment. Rather than judging these reflections, welcome them as guides on your path to alignment. Take 10 minutes to write about recent events in your life. Notice patterns, both challenging and harmonious. For each situation, ask yourself, what energy within me does this reflect? Let your insights guide you toward deeper alignment with the frequencies you wish to experience. Chapter 18, Manifestation and Magnetism. In the heart of an ancient valley, a blacksmith named Raven worked tirelessly at his forge. While others crafted ordinary tools, he sought to create something extraordinary. A magnet of such power, it could draw forth treasures buried deep within the earth. Day after day, he infused the metal with his unwavering intention, until at last he succeeded. The magnet he created not only attracted metal, but seemed to pull fortune itself from the very air. You too possess this magnetic power. Every thought you hold, every emotion you nurture, radiates an energy that draws corresponding experiences into your life. Like Raven's magnet, your consciousness acts as a powerful attractor, constantly shaping the reality that surrounds you. When you understand this principle, you realize that attraction isn't about forcing or chasing. It's about becoming a living embodiment of what you wish to manifest. Your energy field naturally draws to itself that which matches its frequency, just as surely as a magnet draws iron. This truth is further illuminated by the tale of Chen, a farmer whose lands suffered during a great drought. While others despaired, Chen began dancing in his fields each morning, celebrating the rain he knew would come. His neighbors thought him mad, but his joy was genuine and complete. Within days, clouds gathered above his land, bringing life-giving rain to his crops. Chen's story teaches us that faith expressed through aligned action and emotion creates a magnetic force that the universe must answer. He didn't simply wish for rain. He became the very energy of celebration and gratitude that rain would naturally follow. Your power of attraction grows strongest when you align your entire being, thoughts, emotions, and actions with what you wish to create. Like Chen dancing in his fields, or Raven infusing his creation with unwavering intention, you must embody the frequency of your desires. Each day, spend 5 minutes fully embodying the feeling of already having what you desire. If it's abundance you seek, feel the deep satisfaction of financial security. If it's love, let your heart overflow with the joy of connection. Don't simply imagine these feelings. Become them. Let them fill every cell of your being. This practice transforms you into a powerful attractor, naturally drawing your desires into physical manifestation. Chapter 19: Healing Through Energy. In a distant mountain village lived a woman named Maya, whose gentle touch could restore life to the most withered of plants. One morning she encountered a tree, its branches bare and lifeless. As she placed her hands upon its trunk, warmth flowed from her heart through her fingertips. Gradually, buds appeared, unfurling into vibrant leaves as the tree awakened to new life. You possess this same healing power within you. Every cell of your being carries the divine energy of transformation. When you tap into this wellspring of life force, you become a channel through which healing flows, not just for yourself, but for all you encounter. The energy that flows through you is limitless, ever replenishing itself as it touches others. Like water flowing from an eternal spring, it cannot be depleted by sharing. Instead, it grows stronger with each act of giving. This truth shines forth in the tale of Sophia, who lived in a village shrouded in darkness. She lit a single candle, and rather than hoarding its precious light, she shared it freely. As she touched her flame to other candles, the light spread throughout the village. Her own flame never dimmed. Instead, the collective radiance grew ever brighter, until darkness could find no place to dwell. Just as Sophia's candle remained bright while igniting others, your healing energy multiplies as you share it. Each time you extend compassion, understanding, or support to another, you strengthen the healing force within yourself. This is the paradox of spiritual energy. The more you give, the more abundant it becomes. Your presence alone can be a healing force. When you maintain a high vibrational state, you naturally uplift those around you. Like Maya with the tree, or Sophia with her candle, You need only remain connected to the source of universal energy and allow it to flow through you. Take a moment now to experience your healing potential. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Breathe deeply and feel the warmth of universal energy gathering in your heart. Visualize this energy as golden light growing stronger with each breath. Direct this healing light to any area of your life requiring restoration, or send it to someone in need of support. Trust that this energy knows exactly where to go and how to serve the highest good. Chapter 20. The Second Shift. In a distant kingdom there lived an archer named Raven whose arrows never missed their mark. While others strained and struggled, Raven stood serene, her bow barely tensed. Those who watched spoke of magic, but the truth lay deeper. Before each shot, Raven would close her eyes, seeing the arrow's path in her mind with perfect clarity. When she opened them, the arrow simply followed the path her intention had already carved through space. You hold this same power within you. Every thought, every desire you release into the universe travels like an arrow, guided by the strength of your intention. When you align your energy with crystal clear purpose, the universe conspires to bring your visions into being. The power of intention shapes reality more profoundly than action alone. Like an invisible architect, it designs the blueprint that energy follows. Your intentions are the silent commands that direct the flow of universal forces. This truth reveals itself in the tale of Captain Lin, whose small vessel faced a treacherous storm. While other ships fought against the waves with all their might, Lin remained steady at the helm, eyes fixed upon his compass. Though thunder crashed and winds howled, his unwavering focus on his destination guided the ship safely to harbor. It was not the strength of his arms, but the clarity of his purpose that parted the waters before him. Just as Captain Lin's compass pointed true north, your intentions serve as the guiding force for your energy. When you set a clear intention, you create a magnetic field that attracts corresponding circumstances and opportunities. The universe responds not to your efforts, but to the unwavering signal of your focused purpose. Each morning as the sun rises, take a moment to set your intention for the day. Let it be specific, clear, and aligned with your highest good. Write it down with purpose, feeling the energy of your words flowing onto the page. Return to this intention throughout the day, allowing it to guide your choices and actions like a steady compass through changing seas. Choose one specific intention for the coming week. Write it in present tense, as if it is already manifesting. Each morning, sit in silence and visualize this intention as a bright light within your heart. Feel its energy radiating outward, creating ripples through the fabric of reality. Return to this intention throughout the day, reinforcing its power with your focused awareness. Part 3. Becoming Energy. Mastering Reality Itself. Chapter 21. Becoming a Vibrational Match. In a quiet studio among ancient hills, a sculptor named Sophia stood before an untouched block of marble. While others saw only stone, she perceived the masterpiece waiting within. Each day she approached the marble not with force but with vision. Her hands moved with gentle certainty, guided by the image she held in her mind. As fragments fell away, the figure emerged, not created, but revealed, as if it had always existed within the stone. You possess this same creative power. The life you dream of already exists in perfect form, waiting to be unveiled through your aligned energy. Like Sophia's statue, your desires are not distant possibilities but present realities concealed only by the illusion of time. When you vibrate in harmony with your dreams, you become a sculptor of reality. Your thoughts chip away at what doesn't belong, Your emotions polish the surface, and your actions reveal the masterpiece of your life. This alignment transforms possibility into certainty, dreams into experience. Listen now to the tale of Amir, a young nightingale who yearned to join the symphony of the wind. Day after day he practiced his song, yet something was missing. One evening, as he rested on a branch, he stopped trying to sing and simply listened. He felt the wind's melody flow through him, and without effort, his voice merged with its song. In that moment of perfect harmony, the forest fell silent to hear their unified music. Just as Amir discovered, your path to manifestation lies not in striving, but in aligning. When you match the frequency of your desires, feeling the joy, living the gratitude, embodying the certainty, you become one with what you seek. The universe cannot help but reflect this harmony back to you. Your dreams are not distant stars to reach for, but seeds already planted within your being. Water them with belief, nurture them with aligned energy, and watch as they break through the soil of possibility into the sunlight of reality. Choose a quiet moment each day to step into the reality of your greatest dream. Feel the emotions that this achievement brings. Move through your space as if this dream is already fulfilled. Let your words, thoughts, and actions flow from this place of completion. For these 5 minutes, release all doubt and fully embody the truth of your desire made manifest. Chapter 22. The Quantum Energy Field. In a time beyond memory, there lived a traveler named Ramin who discovered an ancient archway carved with symbols of starlight. As he passed beneath its weathered stone, the air shimmered like morning dew, and before him stretched not one path but countless roads, each gleaming with possibility. You, like Ramin, stand at the threshold of infinite potential. The universe unfolds before you as a vast quantum tapestry, where every choice, every dream, every possibility exists simultaneously. Your consciousness moves through this field of endless potential, selecting and manifesting the reality that matches your energetic frequency. The quantum field responds not to wishes alone, but to the vibration you embody. When you step into this field with clarity and aligned energy, you activate specific pathways of manifestation. Your focus acts as a lens, bringing certain possibilities into sharp relief while others fade into the background. Consider now the tale of Maya, an artist whose single canvas held worlds within worlds. Each brushstroke revealed not just one landscape, but layers of reality existing in parallel. Viewers of her work would see different scenes depending on their perspective. Some witnessed sunrise over mountains, others saw moonlit oceans, all existing simultaneously on the same canvas. This mirrors the nature of your reality. The quantum field holds all possible versions of your life, like Maya's layered paintings. Your energy and attention determine which layer becomes your lived experience. When you shift your vibration, you shift which possibility manifests. The quantum field knows no limitations of time or space. It responds to the energy you emit now, not to the circumstances of your past or the limitations of your present. Within this field, your desired reality already exists in perfect form. Your task is not to create it, but to align with its frequency and allow it to manifest in your physical experience. To step into this field of infinite potential, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and imagine standing before a gateway of pure light. Feel the energy of possibility radiating from within. Now, with clear intention, step through this gateway into the quantum field. Notice the countless pathways before you, each representing a different possibility. Choose one that resonates with your deepest desires. Feel its energy, its reality, its truth. Let yourself merge with this chosen path, experiencing it as if it's already manifested. Remain in this energy for several minutes, allowing it to become your vibration. Chapter 23, The Magic of Momentum. In the foothills of an ancient mountain range, a cyclist named Thomas discovered a truth that would transform countless lives. Each morning, he would mount his bicycle and begin his journey up the winding paths. At first, every pedal stroke required immense effort, his muscles straining against gravity's pull. Yet, as he continued, something miraculous occurred. The momentum he built made even the steepest inclines feel manageable. You, too, are on a journey of elevation. The universal law of momentum applies not just to physical motion, but to the vibration of your energy field. When you first begin practices that raise your frequency, it may feel challenging to maintain that elevated state. Yet with consistency, you create an energetic momentum that carries you naturally to higher planes of existence. The universe responds to sustained vibration more powerfully than to sporadic peaks. Like a river that carves its path deeper with constant flow, your consistent high vibration practices create channels through which universal energy flows with increasing ease. In a distant village, a master craftsman named Wei created spinning tops that seemed to defy nature's laws. Once set in motion, these tops would spin with perfect balance, maintaining their stance even on uneven surfaces. Yet the moment they slowed, they would wobble and fall. Wei taught that the secret lay not in the initial spin, but in maintaining the motion. This wisdom mirrors the nature of your energetic practice. When you maintain regular habits that elevate your vibration, be it meditation, gratitude, or conscious creation, you establish a spiritual momentum that sustains itself. Each practice builds upon the last, creating an upward spiral of energy that becomes increasingly natural to maintain. The key lies not in perfect practice, but in consistent engagement. Small daily actions aligned with higher frequencies create more lasting transformation than occasional bursts of intensive effort. Your energy field responds to patterns, strengthening the vibrations you regularly cultivate. Choose one practice that raises your vibration, perhaps expressing gratitude each morning, spending time in meditation, or engaging in conscious breathing. Commit to this practice daily for 1 week, performing it at the same time each day. Notice how the energy builds and flows more naturally as you maintain consistency. Like the cyclist finding his rhythm or the spinning top maintaining its balance, you'll discover that sustaining your elevated frequency becomes increasingly effortless through dedicated practice. Chapter 24, Living in High Frequencies. Along the rugged coastline of a distant shore stood a lighthouse, its beacon unwavering through the fiercest storms. Night after night, the keeper, Nathaniel, maintained the light with steadfast dedication. While other beacons flickered and faded, his light remained constant, guiding countless ships to safety through treacherous waters. You possess this same capacity for unwavering radiance. Your inner light, when properly anchored, becomes a constant force that not only illuminates your path, but guides others through their darkness. The secret lies not in burning brighter, but in maintaining your natural brilliance with consistency. Just as a lighthouse keeper tends to their beacon through calm and storm alike, you must nurture your vibration in every moment. This means weaving awareness into the fabric of your daily life, finding joy in simple tasks, expressing gratitude for small blessings, and remaining mindful of your energy's impact on the world around you. In a sacred grove, an ancient oak tree stood tall, its roots diving deep into the earth while its branches reached toward the heavens. Through centuries of changing seasons, the tree maintained its balance, neither toppling in fierce winds nor withering in drought. Its secret lay in the perfect harmony between grounding and aspiration. This tree offers a profound truth about sustaining your vibration. To maintain your light, you must be both deeply rooted and eternally reaching upward. Ground yourself in practices that nourish your spirit, meditation, conscious breathing, connection with nature, yet simultaneously reach for higher understanding through study, reflection, and spiritual growth. Your energy field responds to this balanced approach. When you combine earthly presence with spiritual aspiration, you create a natural state of elevated vibration that becomes your default way of being. Like the lighthouse's steady beam or the tree's unwavering presence, your light becomes a constant force, undiminished by external circumstances. As the sun rises each morning, place your hand over your heart and speak these words with conviction. I am grateful for this new day and the light that shines within me. This light is constant, unwavering, and eternal. Through this gratitude, I anchor myself in joy and radiance. Feel the warmth of this affirmation spreading through your being, setting the tone for a day lived in higher vibration. Chapter 25: The Energy of Gratitude. In a distant valley there lived a farmer named Thomas, who tended his fields with unwavering devotion. During a particularly harsh season, when drought withered the crops and storms battered what remained, Thomas continued his daily ritual of giving thanks. Each morning, he would walk his land, expressing gratitude for the soil beneath his feet, the air he breathed, and even the challenges that taught him patience. You hold within you this same power to transform scarcity into abundance through the sacred practice of gratitude. When you align your energy with appreciation, you activate an ancient law that multiplies whatever you acknowledge with thanks. Like water flowing through opened gates, abundance rushes toward a grateful heart. Your thoughts and emotions create vibrational frequencies that ripple through the universe. Gratitude generates one of the highest frequencies possible, acting as a magnetic force that draws more reasons to be thankful into your life. This is not mere coincidence, but the operation of universal law. In a distant kingdom there lived a ruler who measured wealth solely in gold and precious gems. His vaults were full, yet his heart remained empty. One day, while walking through the streets of his city, he witnessed a simple family sharing a modest meal with such joy and appreciation that it moved him deeply. He began to notice the true wealth surrounding him, the loyalty of his people, the wisdom of his advisors, the beauty of his land. As his gratitude grew, so did the prosperity of his entire kingdom. This truth mirrors your own journey. When you shift your attention from what appears to be missing to what is already present in your life, you alter the vibration of your entire being. Like the king who discovered abundance through appreciation, you too will find that gratitude transforms not only your perception, but your reality. Each expression of thanks sends ripples through the fabric of creation, attracting more experiences that match this elevated frequency. Your grateful heart becomes a powerful magnet, drawing forth abundance in all its forms: love, joy, opportunity, and material prosperity. As the day draws to a close, find a quiet moment to write 3 specific things for which you feel genuine gratitude. Allow yourself to fully experience the warmth of appreciation as you acknowledge each blessing. Feel this energy of thankfulness expanding within you, knowing that with each expression of gratitude, you open wider the gateway to universal abundance. Chapter 26: Vibrational Mastery in Relationships. In a distant mountain village, there lived a musician named Yuki who possessed an extraordinary gift. Each morning she would gather the village musicians who played instruments passed down through generations. Yet despite their individual talents, their music often clashed in discord. One day, Yuki discovered an ancient tuning fork among her grandmother's belongings. As she struck it, its pure tone resonated through the air, and she understood harmony begins with alignment. You, like Yuki, are constantly engaging in an energetic dance with those around you. Every interaction, every relationship, creates a unique vibrational symphony. When you raise your own frequency to match the highest possibilities, others naturally attune to your resonance. The universal law of harmony reveals that relationships mirror your internal state. As you align your energy with love, compassion, and understanding, these qualities reflect back through your connections with others. This is not manipulation, but rather the natural orchestration of energy seeking its highest expression. In a distant coastal town, the people lived in isolation, each family keeping to themselves. Their separation created invisible walls until a wise woman taught them to tend a community garden together. As they worked the soil in unity, sharing stories and songs, their combined energy transformed the entire town. The garden flourished beyond measure, but more importantly, the people discovered that their unified spirit created abundance for all. This wisdom speaks directly to your journey. When you consciously elevate your vibration in relationships, you create a field of harmony that uplifts everyone involved. Like the townspeople who found strength in unity, your aligned energy has the power to transform every connection in your life. Take a moment now to reflect on one significant relationship in your life. Close your eyes and visualize both you and this person surrounded by a gentle golden light. Feel this light dissolving any discord, replacing it with pure harmony. Allow this energy to flow between you, creating a bridge of understanding and mutual respect. Know that as you hold this vision, you contribute to the actual transformation of this relationship through the power of aligned energy. Chapter 27, Healing Through Energy. In a serene valley between ancient mountains, there lived a healer named Maya. Each morning she would walk through her garden, touching wilted leaves and broken stems with gentle fingers. Where others saw only decay, she perceived the spark of life waiting to be awakened. One day, a neighboring family brought her their garden, once vibrant with vegetables and flowers, now withered and brown from a mysterious ailment. Maya placed her hands upon the earth, closed her eyes, and connected with the life force flowing through all things. Day by day, green shoots emerged from the soil, leaves unfurled toward the sun, and flowers bloomed with renewed vigor. You possess this same healing energy within you. When you align with the universal force, you become a channel through which transformation flows naturally. This power does not come from force or will, but from connection to the infinite source that sustains all life. The energy of healing moves through you like breath, effortless, constant, and ever-renewing. As you open yourself to this flow, you discover that healing others begins with your own alignment. Your presence becomes a balm. Your words carry the weight of truth, and your touch transmits the frequency of wholeness. In a small mountain temple, a master taught his students using a single candle. "Watch closely," he said, lighting other candles one by one. "Notice how the flame shares its light freely, never diminishing its own brightness." The students observed in wonder as the room grew increasingly luminous, each flame contributing to the collective radiance without loss. This truth applies directly to your own journey of transformation. As you cultivate your inner light through practices of alignment, you naturally illuminate the path for others. Your healing presence ripples outward, touching lives in ways both seen and unseen. Like the candle's flame, your energy multiplies through sharing, creating a network of light that uplifts all it touches. Find a quiet space and settle into a comfortable position. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, feeling your connection to the earth beneath you. Visualize a brilliant golden light entering through your crown, filling your entire being with warmth and radiance. Allow this light to flow through you, cleansing and healing any areas that need attention. Once you feel completely filled with this healing energy, imagine it extending outward like gentle rays of sunlight reaching someone or something in need of healing. Hold this visualization for several minutes, knowing that this light carries the infinite power of transformation. Chapter 28, Infinite Possibilities. There once lived a sailor named Rayan, who spent his nights studying the ancient star maps passed down through generations. While other sailors hugged the coastline, following well-worn routes, Rayan felt called to venture beyond the horizon. One cloudless night, as he gazed upward, an unfamiliar constellation caught his eye, a pattern he had never seen in any chart. Following this celestial beacon, he sailed into unknown waters. Days turned to weeks as Rayan navigated by this mysterious star formation. When others might have turned back, he remained steadfast, trusting in the cosmic guidance. At dawn on the 40th day, his faith was rewarded. Before him lay an archipelago of islands untouched by human hands, where crystal waters held rainbow-colored fish and trees bore fruit of pure gold. In that moment, Rayan understood that the universe's treasures were limitless, waiting only for those bold enough to seek them. You stand at a similar threshold of infinite possibility. The energy that flows through all creation knows no bounds, no limitations. Like the vast ocean that carried Rayan to new shores, it extends beyond the horizons of your current vision, holding possibilities you have yet to imagine. In a distant valley, a tiny seed lay dormant in the soil. While other seeds sprouted into modest shrubs, this seed contained the blueprint of a mighty sequoia. Year after year it grew, reaching ever higher toward the sky. A century passed, then another, as the tree continued its upward journey. Today it towers above the forest canopy, its branches touching clouds, yet still it grows, embodying the endless potential for expansion that exists within all living things. This eternal truth speaks directly to your own nature. The energy flowing through you carries the same limitless potential as the cosmos itself. Every thought you think, every breath you take, draws from an infinite wellspring of possibility. Your only constraints are those you accept in your mind. When you align with this boundless energy, you step into the flow of infinite creation. Like Rayan following his guiding star, you discover that what once seemed impossible becomes your new reality. Like the sequoia reaching skyward, your growth knows no final destination. Take a moment now to find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Begin breathing deeply and slowly, allowing each breath to carry you deeper into stillness. As you settle into this space, repeat silently to yourself, "I am infinite potential." Feel these words resonating through every cell of your being. Visualize yourself surrounded by pure, radiant light that dissolves any perceived limitations. See yourself expanding beyond all boundaries, becoming one with the limitless energy of the universe. Maintain this practice for several minutes, allowing the truth of your infinite nature to permeate your consciousness. Chapter 29, The Third Shift. In the heart of an ancient mountain range, a phoenix nested among crystalline peaks. Unlike its kin who lived ordinary lives, this magnificent creature understood a deeper truth. That transformation required complete surrender. When its time came, it didn't resist the flames of renewal but embraced them fully, allowing every feather to dissolve into pure light. As it rose from the ashes, its new form radiated with unprecedented brilliance, soaring higher than any phoenix before. You too possess this power of complete transformation. The energy you seek to embody must become more than a practice. It must flow through your very essence. Every thought, every action, every breath can radiate with the frequency of your highest potential. The universe responds not to what you do occasionally, but to what you become consistently. When you embody high vibrations as your natural state, reality shifts to match your energy without effort. Like the phoenix, you transform not through force, but through surrender to your highest nature. In a distant kingdom lived a weaver named Amara, who created garments unlike any other. While most weavers worked with ordinary threads, she wove with strands of pure light, capturing the essence of the sun's rays and moonbeams. One day she crafted a cloak of such radiance that those who wore it found themselves naturally embodying their highest potential. The cloak didn't grant new powers. It simply awakened what already existed within. Yet the true magic wasn't in the cloak itself, but in how it taught its wearers to maintain that elevated state, even when not wearing it. They learned that embodiment comes from within, that external tools merely reflect our inner power. This wisdom speaks directly to your journey. The principles you've discovered are not meant to remain as concepts, but to be woven into the fabric of your daily life. Each moment offers an opportunity to embody higher frequencies in how you speak, move, think, and interact with others. Select one principle from these teachings that resonates most deeply with your spirit. Perhaps it's gratitude, presence, or unconditional love. For one full day, let this principle guide your every action. If you choose gratitude, feel thankfulness with each breath. If presence calls to you, bring full awareness to each moment. Whatever you select, allow it to flow through you naturally, not as something you do, but as something you are. Notice how this complete embodiment shifts not only your energy, but the very reality around you. Chapter 30, The Magic of Being. In the heart of a sacred valley there lived a wise elder named Kairos who spent his days tending to a small garden beside a crystal-clear pool. A young seeker, drawn by tales of the elder's wisdom, journeyed far to learn the secrets of manifestation. Upon arriving, the seeker found Kairos sitting motionless beside the pool. "Show me how to create the life I desire," the seeker implored. Kairos remained still, his eyes closed, offering no response. For hours, the frustrated seeker waited, watching as the sun traced its path across the sky. Gradually, as silence deepened, something remarkable began to unfold. The pool's surface, perfectly still, began reflecting not just the sky above, but seemingly impossible visions. Gardens blooming instantly, butterflies emerging from light, and dreams taking form in the water's mirror. "You see," Kairos finally spoke, "when you become still, reality shapes itself around your being. No effort is required, only presence. Within you lies this same transformative power. The universe doesn't require your striving or endless doing. It responds to your state of being. When you embody the energy of what you desire, peace, abundance, love, reality naturally aligns with that frequency. Like water finding its level, manifestation occurs through the path of least resistance. In a distant garden, a lotus flower taught this same truth. While other plants struggled and strained toward the sun, the lotus simply floated on the water's surface, face turned skyward in natural reception. Each morning its petals opened effortlessly to embrace the light. Without force, without struggle, it embodied perfect beauty and grace. The lotus didn't try to bloom, it simply was. Its very nature called forth the conditions needed for its flowering. This mirrors the deepest truth about energy and manifestation. What you are being is far more powerful than what you are doing. Your journey now invites you to release the habit of forcing and striving. Notice how the universe responds when you simply allow yourself to be present, aligned with your highest truth. Like the lotus, your natural state is one of grace and expansion. When you rest in this truth, reality shifts to match your inner harmony. Practice. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. For 10 minutes each day, simply sit in stillness. Focus on your breath moving naturally, without trying to control or change it. Let go of all doing and allow yourself to just be. Notice how this state of presence feels in your body, and observe how life begins to flow more effortlessly when you practice this simple yet profound art of being. Conclusion. In these sacred pages, you have walked through ancient doorways of wisdom, uncovering truths that have waited patiently for your awakening. Like water flowing into previously empty vessels, these teachings have filled the spaces within you that yearn for understanding. Yet this knowledge is not meant to rest as mere wisdom in your mind. It seeks expression through your very being. As you stand in this moment of recognition, understand that the power you now hold is not something to be achieved or conquered. It flows naturally, like breath, like the turning of seasons, like the dance of stars across the night sky. The parables shared in these pages, the wanderer discovering energy's essence, the blacksmith forging harmony, the phoenix rising anew, are reflections of your own journey. They illuminate the path you walk, showing how energy moves through all things, including you. Your transformation unfolds like a flower opening to first light. Each practice, each moment of presence, each conscious shift in vibration has attuned you to the universe's endless song. You've learned to listen with your whole being, not just to hear, but to become one with the melody of existence. The power to shape reality has always resided within you. These teachings haven't given you anything new. They've simply cleared away the veils that obscured your true nature. Like the still pool reflecting infinite possibilities, you now recognize yourself as both the mirror and the reflected light. The practices you've embraced, from visualization to energy alignment, from gratitude to presence, are not separate from who you are. They are expressions of your natural state, ways of being that flow from your deepened understanding. Each breath you take carries this awareness. Each thought ripples through the field of infinite potential. Each moment holds the power of creation. You now stand as both student and master of energy, understanding that these roles are one and the same. The universe speaks through you, moves through you, creates through you. Your journey continues not as a seeker striving for enlightenment, but as consciousness itself, dancing in the eternal now. Let this knowing settle into your bones. You are energy expressing itself in human form. Every moment offers an opportunity to align with this truth, to create from this space of pure potential. The magic you've discovered isn't found in doing, but in being, in allowing your natural radiance to shine forth without effort or strain. If you enjoyed this exclusive audiobook, I handpicked this next book which will change your life.